Lisa, Major Craddock, Mayor Rickenman, others, whom I'll get to in a moment. And I want to again mention Benedict College. You folks are such a gem in this city. The choir, the college itself, and I wanted to mention also that this week, in fact, the Benedict College Marching Band will be in Manhattan and performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's just extraordinary. Thank you. That's exactly right. Playing in the second round of the championship on Saturday. Many years ago, I began a tradition of coming downtown on my own and giving candy, and usually like a $1 bill, to the homeless on Christmas Day. And I'm not sure why. I would like to attribute it to the Holy Spirit, but I did so. And so I began this personal tradition that became near and dear to me. And I say this in all sincerity, not to boast. And I know Jesus tells us, as we read in Matthew 6, and I want you to listen to this. Listen to these few verses here. So when you give to the poor, do not sound a trumpet before you as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the street, so that they may be honored by men. Truly I say to you, they have their reward in full. But when you give to the poor, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And that's key. And it's a command from God. And I think it's important that I mention it today because this simple tradition of reaching out to the homeless and the indescribable spiritual experience for me personally that was associated with it led me to want to do more. Not because I'm good and not because I'm holier than thou. I am neither. I'm a broken person like all of us. But I think once you've tasted the gifts of God, you want more, and I did and do. And so maybe it was and is for selfish reasons. And so I was thinking about the Salvation Army bell ringers, and I always saw the bell ringers. In fact, I was talking to Judge Andy Searles here earlier this morning, but I was thinking about the bell ringers that I saw in front of stores, and I remember seeing in the old 1930s and 1940s movies, which I'm very fond of, the old black and whites. You would always see the Salvation Army bell ringers in the background. And I thought to myself, why did people do that? And I knew on the surface why they were doing it, and it's because they wanted to do good. And I get that. And I think we all deep down, if we truly love the Lord, want to do good and be good, and not so much for reputation's sake, but because we have this burning desire to serve God.